Hi guys, me again. All right, first of all, let me tell you, I cannot hear you. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. So if you talk to me or you say anything, I'm not gonna hear you, but you can hear me. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to do beginning math. And I know most of you are like, I already know that. That's okay, because some do not know this. So we're gonna start at the very, very beginning. This is like preschool, beginning of kindergarten stuff. So, and even though you're either in preschool or kindergarten, it's okay. It's just good practice. This is mainly geared toward 4 and 5-year-olds and sometimes 3-year-olds, but it's not gonna hurt you to do it. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to do very, very beginning math. So we are not going to do any numbers above 10. So we're gonna go from 1 to 10. Yes, I already know that, but we're gonna start off, I already know you know that. So we're gonna start off counting from 1 to 10. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you should have a piece of paper in front of you. If not, have somebody get it for you, and you need something to write with. So you're gonna need either a pencil or a crayon. You could have a colored pencil. And I don't care what kind of paper you use. You can use lined paper or computer typing paper, just the white paper. It's fine. We're not doing anything too tricky. If you have lined paper, that's fine too. Whatever works, because that paper is just for you to practice. So once you get your paper and you have something to write with, what you're going to do is you're going to be practicing your ones. Now, ones can be fancy. You're not writing this. Sometimes ones, or most times, ones look like that. But all you're doing is straight lines. So what I want you to do on your paper is to write straight across a bunch of ones. How many? Doesn't matter. To do your number ones all the way across. Now, another way people say these are tally marks. What a tally mark is something we tally what we're doing. So for instance, if I'm making a Christmas list, let's say for Marissa, that's your mom, Jules, I might have it in a book, and I want to keep track of how many presents I buy for her. So every time I buy a present, I write a tally mark. Another present, write a tally mark. And I keep doing that, and each one is one present. So that is why we call them tally marks. So you should be done doing all your ones across now. So what we're going to do is first is I'm going to show you how to write a number. Some numbers are really, really hard for kids to do, so I'm going to show you a couple of tricks. But we're not going to be writing that many, or in fact, you don't even have to write them at all. But I want you to see what we're probably going to do in another lesson is how to write numbers. One of the hardest numbers for kids to write is the number 5. The number 5, you don't have to write this, but you can if you want, is straight across, down with a big belly. Now, many, many kids actually do it the wrong way. Oops. They go this way down and they go like that. That's wrong. And your teacher, when you go to school, will usually take a red pen and they'll write across the correct way, and they'll have you fix it. So the best way to remember how to do the correct facing number 5 is you hold up your right hand. The right hand should be the one that you're holding, either the marker or the pencil, color pencil, anything that you're writing with, hold up that hand. That is your right hand. So your belly should be facing the right. the same way that your right hand is facing. If your belly is facing the other way, it's facing left, not right, not correct. It needs to face the right. That's how you remember to write a 5. Make sure the belly is facing the right. Another number that kids often do wrong is the number 3. This is the correct way, and many times they do it, it's even hard to even do it the wrong way. That's an E. That's a big old fat E. The correct way is the belly's face to the right. Okay, so now you can tell I've erased my board because we talked about the number 5 and a number 3, but you really don't need to learn those yet. I'm just showing you the most common numbers that kids get wrong. Sometimes the number 2, which we're going to use in a minute. So what we're going to do is start with our basic, very beginning of addition. Addition is adding. So that means I'm getting more of it. I have one marker. Somebody gives me another marker. I have more. 1 plus 1 is 2. I add another marker. So now I have 2, and I add another. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now I'm going to show you the easy way. It helps your brain to remember how to do stuff. Now that's where these tally marks come into play. So I am going to show you how to do the number 4, and that is going to be your homework, but I'm going to show you how to write the number 4 first. Number 4s are pretty easy because they're straight lines. But your first part is you touch the top, you go about halfway down, and then you go to the right. And you stop right there. Look how we have an angle. Then we go back up and we try to get it as close to that and go straight down. Now, you will not do it perfectly, and it might not be straight, and that's okay because I want you to look at your hand. See how little your hand is compared to mine? My hand is bigger so it can write easier, and your hand is littler, so it's not going to write as perfectly or as great as mine, which still won't be that great, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. So today, what your homework is going to be is practicing the number 4s. So I have showed you how to do the number 4, which we're going to do again. Go down, across, and straight down. Okay? Do you want to go ahead and write that? We have 4, and we have another 4. We're writing that on our paper. Now this is how you should learn how to do addition. Addition is a plus sign. That means we are adding, we are getting more. So what you do is you look at your first number. We're going to make tally marks on top of it. So you're going to count out loud. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. When you hear the number, you stop. Then you're going to add another 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. I heard the number. I am stopping. So now we are going to add these together. So you don't have to worry about 4 plus 4. All you have to do is look at the tally marks and start counting them. Now this is what I recommend kids always do. Little kids should touch every single tally mark as you count so you don't skip over any of them. Okay, so we're going to touch each tally mark as we go across, and we'll see what number we're going to get to. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to touch each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one, so I stop. So we know it's the 8. 8 is a snowman. A circle and a circle. And guess what? It won't be perfect. You can do it like weird. That's usually how little kids write. Their circles aren't quite right, but it's okay. And it's okay if you make a mistake, because that's how we learn. Mistakes help us learn. I make mistakes every single day. So I'm going to erase this because it does not equal 88. It equals 8. So that's all right. Messy. But that is the tally mark is the best way. Now, many kids, in fact, all the kids I've ever dealt with, use their fingers. We have 10. So many times they will count with their fingers. That's okay. I have adults that I've seen use their fingers. So it's okay if you use your fingers. So if you are asked and you don't have a piece of paper or a pen or a marker or whatever, and a teacher asks you and you have no way of writing it down, Jonathan, what is 2 plus 2? Think about it. Put 2 on one hand and put 2 on the other hand. And then count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum, bum. And you look really smart. And your teacher, your kindergarten teacher, and your first grade teacher should not get upset if you use your fingers. Sometimes when you get like to be in high school, they say, excuse me, Sarah, why are you using your fingers? Sorry. But other than that, it's okay to use your fingers. Use whatever helps you add. So we're going to do another addition. We are going to do the number 3, belly to the right, belly to the right, and we're going to do the number 5. Cross down, belly to the right, belly, belly, belly. Now, we know it's addition because that's what we're working on today. So it's a plus sign. We're going to do tally marks. 1, 2, 3. Tally marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's okay that you're not writing this down. I know some of you are trying, but sometimes they go a little too fast. So just watch. It's okay. So now, I'm not going to worry about these numbers right now. I'm just going to look at these tally marks. I'm going to remind myself that it's an addition problem. So I'm going to count. And I'm going to touch each tally mark. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I stop counting the second I touch the last tally mark. I said the number 8. Look, they're the same numbers because so many numbers can add up to the same number. But we don't know until we do our tally marks. Okay? Any questions? Just kidding, I can't hear you. Sorry, that was a joke. So what I want you to do, this is the end of our very first beginning lesson. I want you to practice your 4s. Some of you, it's going to be harder than others, and it's okay. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be straight. And you can totally make mistakes because mistakes are how we learn. So you remember, it goes down, across. Look, it's not straight. I didn't do it straight. And then up and down. The number 4. And if you wanted to do those, I wouldn't practice those yet because they're a little harder. But there's no reason you can't do your 4s, and there's no reason you can't do your 1s. Okay? I hope you learned something today. I love you all. Bye.